Welcome to Juicy Online. This is the virtual edition of the Juicy Tournament. Now we are in Street Fighter V, and now, before we start, I want to run the introductions. My name is St. Cole, and I am joined with Jockey Box. How are you feeling, my friend?
I am good. I'm better now knowing what Malort is, and also that this is Street Fighter V Juicy expansion pack. We have more states able to join now.
That's correct. I mean, this is great to have more people be able to play with. You know, expanding the regions is always a great thing. And as you guys have saw on the Twitter, it is free. So it's free now. Come through. Don't gotta spend no cash. Come through. Like, get that practice. We always talk about how it's smart to play in the local scene, how it's smart to get the practice. I know with COVID going on, we don't have any locals to kind of go physically there, but you do have this online one. So, you know, if you're in the Louisiana area and a bunch of others, the ones listen to smash.gg, come through, get that practice, get that work, you know.
But the question is the competition free? That's to be decided, right?
I don't know about all that. You know what? Also, there's one thing I want to do before we start. You know, there's a Florida player that definitely is. You know, when you said free, I know someone that's not free. I know someone that's a Capcom Cup champion. There's NuckleDo, who has recently put down the controller to focus on other things. NuckleDo, I just want to say we wish you the absolute best.
Most definitely.
An amazing competitor, and you know, to go out in these kinds of terms on your own terms is you know, always a great thing. So just want to give a big shout out to NuckleDo, and you know, give him the love and support. I'm not for the scene you know, all the way, but I am by proxy right now, so I want to deliver that love and that message before we start.
I mean, technically we have no way to prove that you're not in Florida.
That's true. You know, maybe I flew out. Maybe I'm just, you know, it's online. You have no idea what's going on. And we're going to get some more online Street Fighter V action here. And just a second, man. Shin Matt back up on the deck, who's been putting in a mad amount of work. It's been great to see Shin Matt's growth as he's taken down the champions, smoked people, you know, that we didn't think that he might be able to do so on a consistent basis, and really putting in the work.
Exactly. He's been putting the work for sure. And, like, it's just like what he said in the Discord chat. He said to Alex, "So we meet again."
Oh boy! Here we go. My man said we meet again like it's an anime. I said, so here we go. Facing
we
off
got
again.
Jury versus Blanca. How anime can you get for Street Fighter?
You talk about that, and you're absolutely right. These are two high-flying characters, especially Blanca, who's always kind of had that wily mix-up type stuff. But, you know, this character on the other side, Jury, she's got the custom combos when she hits the V-trigger, and she gets a little ridiculous herself. But she's got to get into that mode first. Let's see who's going to take it this time.
And, you know, this is the match of the balls, because we got Blanca balls, and we got Jury crazy eyeballs. So, let's see who's got the crazier balls, if you catch my drift there.
Okay, John. Actually, she only has one. She's a singular. Remember, she's got the patch over the one. Remember?
Yeah, exactly.
She's a uni one, you know. All right, Shin Matt got the stocks. Gets the confirm right here. Nice damage right here. Gonna go for the super. Not just yet. He hasn't built it just yet, but now he can. Doesn't even need to spend that cash. Actually, what's happened? Oh, there's the finish. Okay.
Man, he's been working on his shimmy game. Whether it works or not, he is definitely like putting a lot of time learning.
We saw it before. Alex will work out. No punish. Let's get the crush though. Right after Alex dot. Still swinging. You gotta be able to do that, right? You know, you see them whip something, you know they're gonna press something, and you press something in return and get the crush. That's usually how that interaction works. You know, plus on whiff, but you're plus on your whiff. So Alex dot. Doing some bar here. Get DP though from Shin Matt with the follow up. You get another whiff in the DPs. You gotta be careful, my friend. What are you doing?
Hook, line, and sinker. He ate that. He went for the worm.
Yo, big baits here. Big wheel fishing. Alex dot tries to back off. Here we go, the follow up. Yeah, activate trigger.
Oh, no
Put the pressure on.
Okay.
Or normal throw. Okay.
Kind of cute.
Go for the cute stuff to lay on the big stuff right here with the super confirm off the medium. Not enough to kill. Dashing up with the interruption, but still Shin Matt takes it.
Man, that Jury medium kick is such a... We talked about this last week. What a good button. And Shin Matt's like, yeah, it's so good. I'm going to use it all the time.
Why not? I mean, that's a blessed button right there. That's a button that's like a stop sign, especially for characters like, you know, maybe Blancas that want to come in with the Blanca ball. Like, you put that up preemptively, and sometimes it works out. And it's just been a really good button, as we saw over the weeks in this match. Shin Matt with the first one.
Fight.
Yeah, it's just interesting because he used to get so tilted like facing Alex, and like he looks a little bit more in control. So that's just growth right there from the young man.
He's been doing his research, sitting in his basement, kind of just chilling out, like looking over the tapes. It's dark, it's 3 p.m. He's watching Alex Dot. We talked about how he understood what Alex Dot likes, what he dislikes, what he likes to eat, what he likes on his peaks. You gotta learn those things, not only with the characters, but the people you're playing too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gets the slide. Oh, yeah. Just that's the interesting thing. Shin Matt normally has been kind of a bait of shimmies himself, but not falling for there, but still gets thrown for his troubles.
Round 2.
Yo, I see Lazanoko in the chat saying it's still busted, man. Listen, she needs it. She doesn't have much more else. Oh no, the bait, the punish, and you see a little BD bar and the double mix-up.
Yeah, the other side.
Jumping in another DP whiffs. Yo, Alex Dot with the corpse move too. Gonna push him all the way to the corner with that block the ball ender right there. Cross up, everything blocked here. Shin Matt gotta stay alive. But the crush denying the activation of the V-trigger. Alex Dot just needs to tap it. He knows it, but here we go. Shin Matt with the activation. Whiffs it. But the wake up super, people. But the wake up super.
I gotta say that sweep, that crush counter sweep, why Alex was actually mad sick. Like I can't tell if it's reaction or not, but I'm gonna give him the credit for that was a reaction sweep.
Maybe it was to catch an incoming dash, and it just happened to cover the bases of the flip kick activation there. Mm-hmm. Whatever, it worked out.
Yeah, and going back to the jury, the one thing I didn't realize, it's just the one thing that Shin Matt's telling me about is that jury has very strong, we're starting to deem them space traps, where you press a button, where you do something that's minus on block, and then you're at a distance where you press another button, it beats their whip punish attempts.
That's actually a smart thing. I mean, you have it in this kind of game where people kind of rely too much on frame data and say, oh, this is negative. But if you're spaced out correctly, you can still press out another button. And as you said, this character really good about that kind of stuff. Let's see if Shin Matt can put it to work here. Activation, yes, sir. Back throw. No, normal throw. Just stays in front. Shin Matt.
I know yeah, of course, as much as you say that now. Oh, crush.
The mix again. CP lands this time. Oh, he's already in V-trigger. My bad. Dashing up with it. Gets a shimmy. Get a big bite. Alex Dot gets an EX though.
Could have been more in that shimmy attempt.
The raw stuff coming out, the V-trigger flavor. Alex Dot looking super solid. And it's funny because he'll get the lead off these mixes, off like a crush counter. So like if I'm Shin Matt, I'd have to look at that and be like, I cannot be whipping these DPs. I cannot put myself in a situation where I give him V-trigger, like more V-trigger, and put myself in a worse position, like where I'm at in the screen and things like that. Shin Matt trying to go in, do reversal, making him whip that bar, but he's about to get it back with that crush. You see him build the bar up like that? He's like, look, I'm making back, no big deal. No big deal.
But I do like the anti-air attempts. Shin Matt gets started here with V-trigger. I do like the anti-air attempps because that's something he's been working on. It's been kind of his weaknesses with Jury more so. But yeah, good stuff by Shin Matt.
Absolutely. All good right here. He is making Alex Dot finally bleed, but we've seen this before. Alex Dot in a deficit makes the comeback. Your raw TP works. Alex Dot activating the trigger finally. Trying to finish things off, stays in front.
Plus frames. I like the patience.
Staying alive. Oh, don't let it be like this. I said don't let it be like this, Shin Matt. You had it. Shin Matt, you had it in your hands. And it all just dripped away.
I think I could hear him slapping his thigh all the way from here. One of those cases. He's slapping his own thigh like, oh, gosh darn it.
Slapping his thigh. That man slapping a stick. That stick is going across the room. Or controller, or whatever he plays, man. After that, but you gotta stay solid. There's still one more, two more potentially to play that you can bring things back, get the momentum. But Alex Dot, he's on game point right here. You gotta pull that momentum back ASAP. You don't got much more to play. Shin Matt going in with the tick throw, staying with the pressure with the neutral jump. What smart stuff? Alex Dot sniffing at those normals.
Yeah, and it's so strong with Blanka because he has that low arc heavy kick, and he also has that very fast jump arc. So good combination.
Works out well, but here we go. Shin Matt with a DP ender. Stock up right in front of his face. Knowing the Oki situation to do that is very smart. That's how Shin Matt's helping him learn his character play in the application. I hate Blocker. Open him up. Open the door up. I got the keys. I'm going in right now with the super.
And Jury pressure in the corner with V trigger is pretty nasty to deal with. Pretty nasty. I don't like dealing with it.
Round 2.
I mean, I don't think anybody does, especially when you don't have like maybe V-bar that you want to spend on V reversal, and she's in V trigger where she does the custom combos, where it seems like it's near damn endless. DP on that EX Rainbow Ball, I see you. That's good stuff right there.
And it's hard to react. It's all very fast.
Absolutely. You don't run line too. Gotta give yourself a frame or two. Fireball. Oh man, there's the time to get punished. Making up with this Shin Mat.
Okay.
Also, Doc kind of walking back a little bit too much. You see a lot. The back walk staying up, not working as much. Shin Mat staying on top of it. Not going anywhere. The bumper caught him not looking at his toes, and that should do it right there with the super. Once again, Shin Mat closing it out with the CA.
And that was, I think, the third or fourth successful shimmy that Shin Mat has had you. So he's definitely giving the opponent, he's giving Alex ... something to think about whether he's going for the throw or not. Because the fact that it's been working on means that he's throwing him the right percentage.
And I feel like that's also an indication of like Alex not just walking back a lot and like not down back enough. It's usually a lot of the normals, and usually you'll see a lot of charge characters down back, obviously trying to keep that charge or just stay mobile. Shin Mat's recognizing that and just going in. But right now, Alex going in with these throws, doubling up. Will this another one? No, just gonna get the jump in, put the throw out of the corner. Hold up, bite this time definitely works out. It's in front.
Yeah, good block push, man. Almost done, but he's almost dead at the same time. Okay.
Activation of the flip kick, the dash up, baits it out.
Was that EX Rainbow Ball?
Got knocked down to the ground. Great life, but the raw stuff doesn't even cook it. This Alex he's poised to send that plate out fresh, raw, and move on to that big W.
Yeah, that was a very risky Blanka ball in the corner as he was in the corner there, because that punish was enough to probably kill Blanka. But he's on tilt. Ouch.
No, don't let it be like this, Shin Mat. Don't let it be like this. You've had such a great run. Don't let it be like this. You don't want to be in losers, especially against the other players that have been around here that are hungry too. Shin Mat recognizing that, going in right now with a wake-up punch from Alex. The EX catches the fort just by the tip, just by the toes, gets the crush. Alex with the finish right there, and it's going to be him moving on over Shin Mat.
Yeah, really good work there by Alex. Keeping the composure up. Blanka. Not really a character to really get like on tilt, but to make others go on tilt. But really good work by Alex there to keep his composure, find his victory to beat Shin Mat.
Absolutely, great stuff. Shin Mat though, I still gotta give him some love. Shin Mat, great with that jury play, but it was Alex that came with it, and we are coming with you on that Tuesday Street Fighter 5 and Tekken 7 action that just ended. Now we're in Street Fighter 5. You can check out the games obviously on @Juicy. You can also check out the Florida Caliber. Come through, see the Discord right there. Hit that link. Join the Swords to the Skies up there, and we also got the online summer series July 5th, which is already passed, but July 26th has not. You see twitch.tv/fight sessions up on the screen there, as well as online summer series. That's July 26th, August 30th. You see the Twitches on there as well. Sponsored by Red Kings. Shouts to them as well. And obviously the online summer series that also includes Killer Instinct. July 30th and August 27th. You see again the Twitch streams at the bottom right there.
I wish I had the capability to have played Killer Instinct when it was at its prime, like to have the system and all that, because that game looks way too cool.
It's still good. I mean, like there's still a good scene. There's still
you can still play it now, and I believe CEO Gaming is streaming their own Killer Instinct tournament right now. Just some dual watching streams right now.
I know. Can pull up the tabs and go for it.
I know. I just don't have the I don't have like a good enough computer to play it.
I see what you mean. You gotta get that Xbox. Actually, it takes a little bit less than what you think. But unless you have like one of those like very old computers that's like not made for gaming, which I did for like the longest. I was like, man, I gotta upgrade. Yeah, it's a painful life. Y'all know what it is. Like you got the computer that just you run it on low. 25 FPS at the max.
But I'm lucky enough now, got the upgrades I need to run all these brackets for you guys, get this smooth quality, get enough PC processing power to get you guys commentary. It took me time, but I was able to do it.
Hey man, we appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all show up. Obviously tweet this out. Tweet out that there's the Street Fighter 5 action that's going on right now. But make sure that you give some love to your TOs who spend the money, the time, and the effort to make sure everything is crisp, clear, and absolutely delicious for your eyes, ears, and you know, just be happy that you have this kind of stuff. Back in the day, we didn't have none of this stuff. We had like the 240p and stuff like that. If that, you know. The people with the hand cams and stuff like that, TOs didn't give a shit. So it's good to have TOs that do. Make sure you give them love. Make sure you give them some support, you know, in whatever way you can. I know it's, you know, a difficult time, but make sure that you watch out for your scene. You know, we want something to come back to when this is all over. You know, really give the love to the people that are keeping it going. You know, I'm kind of speaking of a different scene here with Grand Blue Fantasy, but that game is carried by the back of the people playing it right now and put up in the scene and not the developers as much. So, you know, give the love to the people that are doing so. But now we'll give you some love, some brotherly love, as Urien and Gil face off. It's Phoenix versus Lazunoko, a newbie to the Juicy Weekly.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting set. You know, I forgot what Tommy Two Steps Tournament series is called.
I think it's like something of brothers, right?
Yeah, where you can use either Urien or Gil. That's actually really fun to watch, and I like watching this match, not just for like what happens in the canon, but like
yeah,
these characters have funny tools to watch each other fight. It's a really entertaining match, and I love watching Gil.
Oh, he's such a fun character. He out of the brothers, unfortunately, like, you know, if you look at Toolkits, he's definitely the weaker one. But in this particular match, I think it is a 5-5. Like it's, you know, maybe with a slight advantage to Urien. You do see the ability to be able to parry, as it says right there. Lazunoko with a parry. You know, in the fireball game being difficult for Urien to deal with, but Urien does have better buttons. So it's just a matter of who can get their trigger started. Here we go. Right out of it. And that's the other thing, you can just kind of face with that armor or face with the Aegis Reflector with the V-trigger activation there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the one that's stuck.
It basically destroys like every projectile.
You gotta be a little careful. See, I can't be doing that. I can't be stocking up for free. Walk back a little bit too much. Lazunoko just keep it safe. Access it. Yeah, right there. Praise God's will. Base God's will right there with the CA. That's right.
But he had a universal bar.
You know, at that point, maybe you're not like looking at the bar and you just get hit right at the right moment and you're not like, damn, he got CA at that time. You know, it's one of those things where like it could have happened, but it just didn't. Lazunoko with the first one, but that's still data for later on.
Yeah, and you know, it's that kind of what makes that's something different about Bang CA is like he doesn't have that flash before you get chipped out. It just happens, and then the flash happens.
Let's see if Lazunoko can keep up this heat. He's got the trigger activation ready to stock, ready to pop. Trying to find a way to do it the right moment. Phoenix right though, coming in with the EX, dusts the shoulders off. Headbutt wall. Okay, this is a great for a throw bait. The reversal gets buried with the EX headbutt. Yo, Phoenix right will not be deterred. Reverses all day. Does it again, baby. This time Lazunoko with the punish. Got him with a retribution. Yo, that pick up. You missed it. Just a little bit too low. Yeah. Can you enjoy the pain? Can you enjoy the pain? What's the man? Right? Yeah, dude. Can you enjoy the pain?
Oh, that's actually pretty sick.
Isn't that amazing? Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I hear that. Okay, CA on deck. He's waiting for the moment to do it. There's no reversal to save Phoenix just yet.
Are we gonna see another chip out?
Yes, we are. Great call.
I wasn't serious, okay, guys? But okay, it worked out.
Gil win.
You see what the problem with that match, Jocks, is? You see what the problem is? He didn't do the costume code. Okay? He needs to do the costume code. If he wants to really make this work, he's gotta do the costume code.
You right though, you right.
I've never seen a Urien player not do the costume code. Phoenix Wright got to get it in gear because Lazunoko got one up on the deck. Jumping heavy punch to start. Just check it on the side of the sky.
And unlike the other match, this is I think still gonna be 2 out of 3. So Phoenix deciding to go the whole set way with Urien.
I feel like it's just slight adjustments here and there, but like also dealing with Gil's V-trigger is one thing, right? Like Gil is the character who's not very strong in neutral. I don't think he doesn't really get much Oki unless he's spinning bar on his targets. But what thing makes him good is that V-trigger 2 bar, and you get to activate that with some heavy mix-ups. And we haven't seen Phoenix Wright kind of deal with that. additionally with the trip situations, but now he might be dealing some damage with his Aegis. Doesn't get the you saw the drop right there that should have been shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, this is gonna be dead.
Drops
no,
again.
Okay, what's gonna happen? Anything can kill here from Phoenix. Yep, the next hit will land, but with one jumping combo, I think Lazanoka can do this, or not.
That walk back, the crouching mini kick, you see the light all the time from Urians, and then that crouching mini kick right after.
Yeah, just to make sure. Just to make sure.
All right, stocking up. Didn't have enough time to do. You have to put more space. This is a character where I think it's hard to do that with. The parry though, he said no more.
That was a beautiful conversion there by Laz there, to convert off the fireball and combo right after.
Lazanoka putting in the work and EX get through the fireball.
I mean, that's the one move they share, right? The knees. Well, yeah, they share attacks, man.
Yeah, but at least his knees are pretty decent. EX, get the retribution on deck. He is cooking right now. We need to take it off the grill and finish it. Lazanoka, and press with some match point, but the EX tackle. You ain't reacting to that. Now that just drops it again, though. He dropped the tackle again. Lazanoka with the EX. Doesn't matter. Put the ashen knees on the head. Lazanoka finally on match point.
Final round.
Yeah, solid choice for Lazanoka because if it's blocked, there's no risk after, right?
Yeah, you're not getting punished from that situation, right? Like, great stuff from Lazanoka. Baits it out. You see the counter hit. Could have got a little bit more, but you know what? Got him in the corner. Heavy damage right here. Heavy pressure. I feel like this is one character you have to just take the throws, like because if he opens you up with a retribution combo, you're basically dusted.
Oh,
Phoenix right now out of the corner.
Ooh, this could be the start of something for Phoenix right here. Oh,
he's got to take it heavier. He's got to do more of these mix-ups. It can't be dollar store with them. They got to be premium. At least hit me up with the Costco, bro.
We have the Costco with mask, please.
Yeah, wear the mask. Please wear the mask. Phoenix Wright does have 2 bars on deck, so you can make some big things happen. They have to land. See, the first one gets denied. Unfortunate. But there's the X knees. He's in.
No. Anything will do it.
No! He's dead. He got hit with it, and Lazanoka smoked him. Found the hit, and he converted, believed, and it happened. You got to be a believer. When you're a guild player, you got to be a believer in it confirms, and it worked out. Lazanoka moving on over Phoenix. Man. Yo, Lazanoka with the 1 frame GGs in the chat. I see you. My man hit the GGs.
Yeah, he's the type of person that you're streaming. You barely lose to this guy in ranked, and then they pop in your stream. GGs. That's the salty GGs, right?
That was good stuff for Lazanoka. I gotta give Lazanoka some credit. A lot of people might have moved over to Urian and kind of like said that's a better brother, but there's still some juice in the skill character. I don't think he could be like top 10, but I think the character has a lot of potential. The parry is really good once you get that stuff off. He's got some great air-to-air or anti-air damage. He's some good air-to-air damage, and once he gets the retribution stuff, it's good. It's just everything outside of it, putting it all together is very difficult. And there's not a lot of matchups. At least maybe tournament viable characters where he just kind of like smokes, right? So he takes a lot of work. He takes a lot of effort to use. So it's not an easy character to use.
Yeah, and I was actually going to say this until he mentioned in the chat that Lazanoka actually he did main Urian, so he has some matchup knowledge there.
Damn, dude, you went to the other brother.
Yeah, he went to
the low tier brother, bro.
Yeah.
But you know what? But one thing that people kind of forget is like in this game, you can make it happen. Like the tiers are even more condensed than they've always been. And Street Fighter 5 has always been pretty balanced. And now the tiers are pretty condensed. You can make anything happen. Where you have to play a little bit harder. But we've seen Sakura won Evo Japan. We've seen other characters in other online and offline tournaments just do a ton of work or reach top 8s. Like I was just watching Salt Mine League. Shout out to them. You have Vegas, Alex, Nash in a top 8. And to be honest, those characters are not really benefiting from the online sphere. So it's like, damn, like any character can get that work. Any character can get it. That's just how this game is in a good way.
It kind of reminds me of Rank 2 winning Tekken Tekken Finals with Panda. Like,
yeah,
anything.
Harada comes on the stage and he's like, Panda? I'm sure if Ono could, he'd come on stage and be like, Sakura?
Oh, but I think that Sakura is a better character in this game than Panda was in that game.
But yeah, for sure.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure. That the Bears are pretty trash. So Panda pretty trash. Yeah, Sakura can definitely do. I'd say she's, instead of just being low tier, she's definitely mid. But like again, you can put in work in this game. You just have to stick with your character. And it looks like he's sticking with the Gil pick. He's going to Gil.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is a battle of South Florida here. So Laz versus Shin Matt here. I'm not sure how this matchup goes, but I if you believe in the story mode, I guess Gil has the advantage, right? But
man,
Shin Matt looking good.
we'll have to see. We obviously need more data because this character hasn't been largely played by a lot of people. But the fireball game really good, as you see right there, and being able to parry, the ground game, the ground fireball helps out a lot too, I think. And being able to also parry some of the strings that, if you know that they're not real, can definitely help out and get big damage. Punish though on that, can't be doing that for free. Neutral jump doesn't get a bait there. Keeping the pressure with Shin Matt.
The thing I noticed, is he gets activated. The thing with Lazanoko's Gil is he's actually pretty parry heavy compared to other Gil players. So we'll see if he, comes true with that.
I think that's one thing that I'd like to see more Gil players be comfortable with, because that's a determiner. And to be honest, if your character's somewhat weak, you might as well go for the parry. Take the risk and just go for it, right? But Lazanoko been working out for him, but this isn't going to be working out. The jump overhead. You see the cross up nothing overhead. Yo, Shin Matt trying to be on that hype bike clip. He's trying to get that. He's trying to get that Twitter cloud, bro. Trying to get them 3,000 clicks. I see you.
He's trying. He's trying. Yeah, you gotta win. Exactly. You gotta win. Who cares if you hit the full combo in match? You gotta.
Yeah. How are you supposed to spit that out if you don't win? Like, yeah, he lost the match, but this was sick. All right, Shin Matt. Let me see what you got though.
It kind of reminds me in sports, like nobody wins the Super Bowl, the championship MVP if you're on the losing team.
Absolutely, you gotta put in the work to get the victory, get the W. No one wants to see the loser do cool things. He lost. It didn't matter.
Exactly.
Shin Matt and doing really well with that. I was looking at have V-trigger activation. Never mind. Here's a super, and that's enough to do.
He's been working on the confirms, and those 2-hit confirms, really good stuff. Really good awareness by Shin Matt. Somebody has definitely drank their caffeine for the day.
He's awake, man. The alarm clock wasn't even necessary. It said 7 o'clock. He got up at 5. He says, I'm already ready to go. I kept tossing in my bed. I might as well get up and go. And he's going right now. He's smoothing right now over Lazanoko. Lazanoko sticking with the Gil pick. And really, it's just a few instances here and there. We talked about the parries, so maybe more of those will come out better. And also maybe not running into normals like that. Nice tech though. Lazanoko, there's the parry, baby. That's what I'm talking about. It's the counter hit, the combos on the deck. Lazanoko, stay with that pressure. Yo, the raw stuff. Yo, put him with that raw stuff. Looking like Nemo.
It's kind of, you used to put the raw stuff, and it's like they're asking the same. How much mayo do you want? Just put it on there.
Put it on there. They ask you how much you want. You say yes. Yes.
Or just please.
I would think that maybe this character does have some problems being consistent, but I do think there's an element of this character you cannot play in in a calm manner. When you look at other good players, and it's worked out for Lazanoko when he plays a little bit more frantic, maybe not frantic, but more aggressive, punish, nice stuff, Lazanoko, and he can change the pace. Right, they're on fire, they're burning. You just let them come to you. Their health is melting. You saw the retribution happen. Round start with the Lazanoko. Where's the respect? Where's the respect, Lazanoko?
The old man way, no respect at all.
Absolutely none. No, the curfew. Listen, the curfew was 10 o'clock. Man came home at 2. Come on, man. You knew what time it was to come home.
Lazanoko with the back. I'm a Floridian.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, we had that for a while, and now it's gone. Yo, the buffer on the medium? Did you see that buffer on the medium? Lazanoko. We were talking about how that was such a strong, but he buffered his medium punch for the whip punish. But listen, you gotta finish your plate though, Lazanoko. Still got a little bit more on there. The peas and carrots are on there, bro.
Oh, that's gonna be it. Good stuff, Lazanoko.
Damn, Lazanoko. out here. And that's one of those things where it's like we were talking about how strong that button is. Lazunoko was in the chat complaining about it, saying this button's broken, it's busted. But that just meant he was labbing that button hella out. He was sitting in the lab for 30 hours on random. She throws at the media kick random. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip it every single time. And it worked out. As you can tell, it definitely did the work.
That's many hours.
And this is a character you got to put a lot of time and love into. Doesn't really have a lot of tools that Ray might have. Now parry, he has that though. A little bit of meat on the board. Dash up, gets the meaty, the counter hit, but he gives the DP. Lazunoko going in for it. There we go, Shin Mat. Oh no, got hit with the EX. Now he's on fire, but you know, Shin Mat does have trigger. He's gonna get him, but how is he gonna get him? Not like that though. Can't be eating those ice balls.
Ice balls, please.
It's another one. Overhead. It's a little more though. The trigger. Just, it's cooking. Don't get hit. Oh, he thought he had it. Unfortunately, you hate to see it.
There we go. Okay, now I am back in the game. What happened?
You know, Shin Mat took that last round. Lazunoko though. Sorry to play a little bit calm. Sorry to play a little bit on the passive side, the fireball game. But you see why that's a problem. The beast will be coming out, so we got to change up those paces of the fireballs. Anti-air can't be jumping on this character. One thing this character definitely has is when they land it, it's an anti-air, right? There's a ton of damage to the crouching heavy punch. Not as good as Yuri. Yo, the mix. Great boss with Lazunoko. He's seen that before.
Jeez, that looked like Marvel there for a second.
Yo, Marvel. Ultimate Street Fighter 5 right here. Can you enjoy the pain of EX over the fireball right there? Spin all that bar. Spin now, make it up later. If I get this win, said Shin Mat. Yo, finds a hit. Not a lot off that though. Yo, the skill. That's the answer right there. Gets Lazunoko.
What a reaction there. He's so it's so underrated. It's very bad on block, but like screen fireball punish. Okay, sure, I'll take one of those any day.
Exactly. And this is one of those things where we've seen people have trouble with the V trigger, the V trigger, the flame down, calm from the sky. Yo, Shin Mat, find a way to smooth through.
I think the one thing, nice thing I like about the recent updates they did to Street Fighter is that they have the glowing part on the B skill, like on V skill 1 on the bottom right, when it's glowing, that means character's B skill is engaged basically, and it makes it easier fighting Juri because you know when she has it stocked or not now.
Absolutely. I mean, it's good for the character and also the person playing too, to know what's going on. But that also gets a little mind game. Like, when am I going to use it? Stock it up. And with Juri, she's got to get the full one before it comes up. So like, you got to be still paying attention to this character. She's got to pay attention and not get shimmy, Shin Mat, building the bar. Didn't have to spin the CA to do it. It's looking a little smooth though. Lazunoko, I'm gonna need you to answer back, bro.
I think Shin Mat is not really worried about Lazunoko. I think he's more worried about how am I going to beat Alex. I think he's thinking far ahead and he's still salty about it.
Hey, if this is the way to increase his play, his level of play, it's working out in dividends right now because now he's the one that's in the driver's seat. And it's part of it's the V-skill, part of it's you see the threat of the V-skill, and part of it's just Lazunoko kind of running into a lot of stuff and not getting those V-trigger things. We saw it before, how this character's V-trigger isn't really the best.
There's that space trap I was talking about. So very common when they do is they do the store, or they store the move like that, and then they go for a medium kick right after.
Good chance right there. Let's see if that continues to happen for Shin Mat. I mean, he's got those on deck. What the parry? But the fireball, you have to follow up. That was so smart. Lay down the landmines. I'm going to catch you walking in. You're going to walk into this button and this DP ender right here. But the wake up super gets blocked. Who knew it was coming like that? Yo, Shin Mat don't fall like that. Shin Mat stays sucker free.
Would have got hit by that super. Sure. I was not expecting. Well, first, I'm normally good at seeing this, but that time I was not expecting.
Damn, I gotta give. Yeah, yo, shout out to Lazunoko for bringing that guild play, but it is going to be Shin Mat that takes it. That moves on. Good match, though. Good match, though.
See a guild on stream doing work. I'm always glad to see that.
Yeah, I mean, That's the thing. We talk about it every single week. This is why you get to see. That's why you come to the locals. You get to see that different kind of action. You get to see these up and coming players as they get stronger and stronger. Right? Like you get to see the variation. In the Midwest, we obviously have Just a Kid and stuff like that, but there aren't that many Jury players, and honestly, there aren't that many Blanka players too.
And Blanka's a character you have to know your punishes, especially Blanka balls. Like some characters have good punishes, some do not have.
That's true.
It's a character you have to learn how to lab, and especially against his V trigger too. Now that everybody's gotten the, you're in the corner and they do activation, and then they do like the up balls, and then the crossover balls and V trigger too. Like you have to see that. Like that's not something you can't just randomly guess. You have to know that.
You definitely have to understand as well, like maybe like. But sometimes you have to like play people, right? You can't just like, I'm gonna sit in the lab and I'm gonna figure this out myself. Like I'm just gonna do this, by myself. You gotta actually lab it out. And we are here at the finale. Let's see if Shin Matt can pull it back. This is looking kind of dire before. Alex, I thought definitely brought some things to the scene, but the DP right here from Shin Matt was a good way to start. So's that throw.
What are some things you think Shin Matt needs to do to possibly increase his chances of beating Alex again? You could say.
Honestly, what we saw before was a lot of risk DPs that have given. You give people. You gotta look at not only what's taken away from you, but what you give people in this game, right? What's taken away from you is obviously your health and your positioning, but you also give them positioning. You give them meter. You give them V-bar as well too. That allows them to play a wholly different game, right? Like, and that's gonna let them be stronger in certain parts of the match. So you gotta look at these things as a whole, right? So when you make those risks, you give them more reward, even more than usual. So Shin Matt's gonna look out for that kind of stuff. And we saw the shimmies, the walkbacks working out a lot. He's gotta put more together though, just a little bit more solid.
I'm noticing that like you can kind of tell when his gameplay gets on tilt, and I'm noticing that when he gets on tilt a little bit, he stops anti-airing. Like there, like for example.
Gotta stay solid. I know it's hard, but you wake up with that super, and it's gonna win. Caught him trying to throw. But yo, that was an expensive round. We saw it go down to 28 seconds. But I'm gonna tell you something. You spend all that seal that round. You gotta have more bar to work with later on. I know it's 5 and you gain a lot, but you gotta be on the offensive. So he's trying to gain it all back. Gotta work it. Gotta work it and gain it all back, man. Also, Dot trying to work himself into it. And he needs more though.
You don't really see characters that have the invincible DP go for wake up super, but in that case, really smart. It's smart because it worked.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? If it works, it's smart. If it doesn't, it was dumb as hell. Don't ever do it again.
Yeah, it's either really good or really bad.
All right, Shin Matt got him in the corner with the throw pressure. Do it again? Nope. He blocks though. One more for the finish. This is that final hit to do it. Shin Matt takes the first match. Okay, Shin Matt. Okay. You got to keep it going though. Remember, Shin Matt isn't losers, people. He's got to reset the bracket, so it's a long road ahead of him. On the other hand, Alex Dot with a double dot. Only got to win one set, right? Only one.
That's how Winners Finals started. It actually started out with the Shin Matt victory for the first game.
But then what happened, Jocks? What happened?
Alex wised up and said, "Here, we meet again."
We'll meet again for the third time. He came back for the sequel. But yo, you gotta make this your story right here. You want to end it. You don't want to have another. You want to have another run back next week. Whatever. You want to be the king, the champion. Don't let Alex Dot do it. This might be good for you to get this done. Yes, sir. Not just yet though. But on that bar, let's go for the reset.
Was that next or not?
Maybe that might have been a little bit of a drop rate. I bet he wanted more. Because now it's kept us outside the corner, but it doesn't matter. Activation EX to do it. Shin Matt.
I could feel the collective sigh from like, whew, I had that big drop there, like, and it still worked out.
The SpongeBob grasping the wall. No, not like this. This is where the turnaround happens. We saw this before. You give him a mix-up off of that too as well. That Shin Matt has to block. You put more mental stack on yourself that you don't need. So you gotta be careful with those. The EX, the real back. You see how that worked out? Got him almost outside the corner. There's the crush too with the crush heavy punch.
bar. Hey, good use of bar there. Puts him in the corner, but reversal, to fight that.
And that's sort of usage from Alex at Dot to kind of change up his options for a second through the defense. We're going to activate because he got the crush and he knows I'm going to get the trigger anyway. And he needs one more to finish it. Try to get the cross up with the delay. Didn't work out. Bates at the X. And we're going to punish Shin Matt with the second one. Yo, that could have been Alex Dots. He had it. It was in his hands and it just fell through like water. We saw this before from Shin Matt when he faltered with those same types of like drops. But now it's Alex Dot right now. Now it's Alex Dot. That's dropping. That's faltering. Put this with Shin Matt.
That was a lot of scrambles there, and Shin Matt it basically worked out for Shin Matt every time.
Round 1.
Listen, bait, what, it doesn't matter. What matters is Shin Matt's on the verge of trying to reset this bracket here.
Shin Matt's like, I ordered the scrambled eggs from IHOP every day. I am ready for these scrambles. I don't know about you guys.
Hey, he's going and he's eating for 2 right now. Look at Shin Matt. He's trying to get 2. He wants the reset and he wants the victory. Crush though. That bar, one of the things that Alex Dot's so good about is getting that meter off the crush. You see Shin Matt getting a little bar of his own. Closer and closer. You need to block out one thing to honestly get V trigger. There it is. Doesn't activate just yet. Just waits a little bit. There it is. What do we have next? It's on the menu.
Activation.
Shin Matt on the verge of resetting the bracket, people. Shin Matt on the verge of becoming a champion, taking the crown back, wanting that, having the hunger to come through. We told you before, don't look at the ultra diamond shit. That don't matter. That don't matter. Doesn't matter what he is. He don't play it like that. He don't play ranked like that. He's in tournament. That's where it counts, and he's about to make it count against Alex Dot. If he want to do something different, the jumping though is a good start. The ball, trying to get something. No bait. Also gets blocked. Shin Matt with the XCP. This one works out though. Activation. Trying to even things up. Taunt pressing buttons on the finish though.
You can beat it. Not.
He's that final hit. He's got the super. He wants a chip. Don't leave his character alive for too long. Didn't want to just try to strike him, and there's the finish. Shin Matt able to strike back. You saw that Alex Dot was aware and afraid and scared of the CA coming out. The DP came with, but yo, Alex was like, I don't even test it. That could have been it, but yo, Shin Matt bringing it back. Now we are resetting it. The bracket, the Shin Grand Finals. Florida Man Grand Finals out here, people.
Gosh, Florida Man is in total. The Florida Man's power is growing right now.
Listen, he's watching this right now. He's licking his disgusting little lips, saying, I want more Street Fighter 5 action. We're giving you more Street Fighter 5 action right now. Alex Dot, Shin Matt for the bracket reset. Now, Shin Matt is the one looking super solid. Alex, you gotta wake up.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like things are just going more Shin Matt's way, but no, it's basically right. It was basically a 1st to 6, but now gonna reset. Who knows, Alex? This is this little bit of timeout here could be good for Alex, or it could be good for Shin Matt. But I don't know. Let's see the adjustment that Alex is gonna try to make.
I'd like to see a little more like maybe. You saw before, like literally the last round was determined by just him hitting a light against that DP and just trusting that it's gonna work. Because you might as well at that point, right? Having a little bit more faith in those confirms and maybe not getting opened up by Shin Matt, just not teching things like that, but looking good right here with the EXCP. Shin Matt had to do it, but you know what? You can take one of those, right? Early in a round like this, you can take an EXCP, but you can't take a side switch like this. This is bad.
Comes the V trigger one in the corner, so good.
Activation though. Back throw.
Now you get those real crossovers. No, you don't.
Stay solid. Alex Dot. Okay, first round goes to him. Yeah, strong start.
Those jump-ins. Yeah, it just happened to land on a button. Oh, ouch!
And that's just going to create more stress for him. Yo, what a weird interaction. Yo, Shinmat stays alive, gets the activation, able to get the back throw as well, too. The dash up with it. DP for the enemies, a little bit more for the stun. The raw stuff from Alex that got, though, was out.
The third time we've seen him Blanca ball in the corner. It worked on against Shinmat.
Confirm. Into the super. No, I thought it was going to work. All that meter going of Shinmat, you gotta stay solid and say, never mind. It doesn't even matter because you're dead. I was gonna say, when you drop a CA bar like that, that's gotta be heartbreaking. Thinking that you had to confirm and you didn't for whatever reason. And you know, Alex, I thought you smelled blood. First game goes to him. Remember, people, this is Shin Grand Finals. We reset the bracket. We're both down the butt in the dungeon, in the basement, slugging it out.
Round one.
So Shinmat, you got it. You don't want to let the momentum slip away from you. You had it. Don't let it go. This.
And you know, I think the thing about Alex is that, you know, not to be stereotypical, he's playing like a Blanca player right now, and that's kind of causing the tilt from Shinmat.
You gotta stem that. You know, that's a very smart, you know, smart notification right there. You gotta stem that Blanca pressure. You gotta stem the wildness that comes with this character. And if you're not able, you get rolled over. And some of that's just keeping things calm. Just like Shinmat is keeping things calm with the crush counter. DP Ender gets a stun, and that was all just nice walk down pressure. What he should have done before. It's looking good. Beast on the end. There we go. So you got mixes. I got mix of my own. Let me show you my flavor.
To end around like that, I've seen him do sometimes, but it's very risky. Jury V skills like minus 20 something on block.
I'm gonna be real with you people out there. I'll be real with you jocks. Listen, sometimes you do those things because they put the fear of God in the opponent and they make them frustrated. You understand? You know it could be a bad situation for you, but you guess what? It's working out right now. Shinmat took off a ton of health, and that just puts more mental stuff like, dang, dude, he's styling on you right now.
Exactly.
They said that couldn't be done in Street Fighter. They said that couldn't be done in Street Fighter. Shinmat proving that wrong.
That neutral jump when Blanca does to you, like as a bait, it's really hard to react to that.
It's fantastic. Just like the damage and stun is fantastic right here. Shinmat backing off rightfully so, but the V-skill comes out. Alex, I thought, not aware, not awake. Hey, man, you gotta go to work. You're gonna be late.
Jury win.
I think that's such a funny reaction. Like, oh, Blanca is on the floor. You know, he's doing I forgot what that is. His V skill.
Cower crouch. Something.
Cower crouch.
I always just call it a cower crouch.
He's doing his cower crouch, and then that's like, oh, that's my reaction to V skill to me. Like, it just looked like a funny reaction to me.
It is just a weird. It's so weird because you see him like low profile stuff and just he goes on the floor and you're like, wait, what? And sometimes you don't really see many Blanca players like always using that. It's not one of those things where you see them in the neutral just like naturally. So you kind of forget that it exists and you're like, wait a minute, what is this thing? You got a new move? What season was this? And that's typical, you know, Blanca to have that since I think 4.
Punish on the flip kick there.
Gotta be a little bit more stable, a little bit more solid. I like the introduction of the fireball. Even if the Blanca ball goes over it, it still gives you some range to put something on the ground and dominate that neutral.
Man, this whole guessing game of, oh, nice block there. That's okay. You can't block forever, I suppose.
Yeah, no, not sir. You gotta answer back sometime. Shinmat got him in the corner. Activation on the crouching button right there. Oh, I gotta finish your plate, my friend. There you go.
Man, so many things have been going his way tonight.
Round two.
It's been some situations where they're kind of funky, but he stays alive. And I gotta give him credit for some of his defensive choices, just blocking things out. And see, and the anti-air is there too. You made him waste a whole bar. That's super important because now you're stuck in the corner, and that's less reversal, you know, that you have right there. Gets the shimmy. Yo, Shinmat about to take this, to put this to the finish right here. But no, outside dot, pulling it back. The mean stuff.
I do something. He tried to react to Blanca ball. So repeat the V reversal.
We're done.
And that was good series there that worked out for Alex Dot. Very, very strong looking there.
I think one of the strongest things in this game is having awareness and situational awareness. If things drop, what are your plan B's, C's, and D's, you know?
Exactly.
That was a great option right there. Pickup, yes sir. With the constant pressure, Shinny will bite. Alex.Dot just being super wild right now. But Shin Matt, this is where he lives. Activate the V trigger. He said, "This is how I win. This is how I win with these throws. It's constant pressure, man. You can't be pressing buttons now."
Well, he reacted to the rainbow ball there and it worked out. You know, the trade, the knockdown is better than nothing at all.
Exactly. In the corner, you have the corner position, and now Shin Matt is going to take this CA damage to be able to put himself on match point. The reset.
Good
The
job,
steamroll
everybody.
is happening.
Oh, the thing I noticed between these two players is that they're pretty good at confirms. Like there's lots of times where Alex has went for the shimmy and he hit fears, but he didn't like with a confirm. Like he watches his own hit confirm. So like there's definitely lots of good play between these two players. Even though there's a lot of scrambles going on, there's a lot of good fundamentals going on too.
I think because Shin Matt's able to kind of solidify that stuff, kind of makes him able to kind of live in these scrambles a little bit better. And doesn't seem like Alex.Dot is as ready, despite the fact that sometimes he is the one instigating the scramble. Like he's the one who's like, I scared the fight, and like hands get swung. He's like, wait a minute, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could fight this guy. Here we go, Shin Matt again, V trigger. I'd like to see Alex.Dot maybe try a few more V reversals, because in this situation right there, Shin Matt gets so much damage off V trigger. He's living or dying on making sure Shin Matt goes down to the ground with V trigger. Look at the damage right there. Spent a lot of that bar. Trying to make a bite, no go. Bar's gone. So that great lap that could equal a lot, but it doesn't matter. Shin Matt with the confirms on match point.
You know, the beautiful part about all that was that he just basically blocked for about 15 seconds. He didn't do anything besides block and chose the right time to, open the path and start his offense there.
They always tell you in fights, get your hands up, bro. Put your hands in your face, find your moment. Shin Matt knows how to fight. Oh, can't be swinging like that, though. Put that right hook up to the sky. There we go. Left hook came out, though.
What's
Shin
the
Matt
jump?
down in the corner.
Although EX Rainbow Ball, and then you get the added buff there too.
Constant pressure right here. Goes for the throw. Shin Matt, gotta be careful. Able to press the button in time. Baits it out, my friend.
Damage.
Over the corner. This could be Shin Matt. You gotta find that hit. The jump backs from Alex.Dot, staying solid.
This is scary for both opponents because, with this meter, Shin Matt can actually do a lot of damage.
The jump in, there we go. Alex.Dot stays alive.
And what a good what a good buff for Blanca to have that V skill hop forward to the ground. Harder to react to.
Absolutely. Just makes the character a lot more stable. We talk about like consistency being a big thing with these characters. I think Capcom did a real good job about Season 5 about lining that consistency for the characters to stay a little more solid. Being able to work with their tools a little bit better. Alex.Dot eating the whole EXDP right there. Nothing left over. Oh my god. Takes it out again. Gets a punish. Alex.Dot starting to get the reset. Oh, Shin Matt gets stunned.
Dude, we're going to the last game here, Cinco. We are going down to the finals here. Juicy.
Blanco
Listen,
wins.
people at home, you didn't want to see a blowout. That'd be boring, right? You didn't want to see, looks like, Alex.Dot, Shin Matt took it, 6-0 or whatever, 3-0 or whatever. That's boring. What you want to see is some high-flying Street Fighter V action, to the brink for both players. And now we're at that brink. Game point for either person. Shin Matt, Alex.Dot, Shin Grand Finals, let's get it.
And it's a very different grand finals from what you used to seeing, right? Blanca versus Jury.
Yeah, you don't see that much. Again, that's why you come to your locals. Good trade, keeps him in the corner. Alex.Dot still bleeding a little bit more than Shin Matt here. It's an EX though on the side right after. Good combos. That's a good throw right there too.
Trade? But there's gonna be okay. Goes for the throw reset. I like that. Put his corner in his opponent in the corner. Excuse me.
I mean, that's a good thing, right? Like, to have that positioning is really smart. And look at how much great effort he had to take and damage. But here we go. V-trigger time stays in front. Shin Matt answer back with a button that could have been bad. Gets hit anyway. Alex.Dot this is the final hit. So does Shin Matt though.
Oh, what? Didn't react quick enough. You have to know that when your opponent has that trigger on you. You have to change your punish approach there.
Absolutely. Gotta lab those out, my friend. Hit him with the back to the lab again. But Alex, about to be a champion again. Let's see what happens. Shin-Mak gotta stop him. Goes in with it with the EX, the dash up. Great tech. We're getting out of there. So the trade keeps him there. So Shin-Mak wanted to take those trades just to get that distance. We saw before how much it mattered to put this character in the corner. Especially when he doesn't have the barges yet. Finally has the EX, but it's a little bit too late. And Shin-Mak gets a big confirm right here.
Oh, what a... I had no idea what to expect, like what Shin-Mak was going to go for there. I was expecting to throw the B skill to the other side, but you know, pressure sometimes works.
Now we're at final game, final round, Shin Grand Final. Shin-Mak, Alex died.
Orange versus orange there. No EX versus EX, nothing working out. Well, Trump would be so proud.
Well, disgusting. Just like the damages. The EXTP from Shin-Mak. Still I'm activating the region.
To the corner. Here. Oh!
Whipping. Don't slide. Oh no, this is gonna be a punish. No, it's Shin-Mak. Answer it back. Yo, he's so close to stun. Jox, he's so close to stun. You see that stun? It's going down the back throw though. Shin-Mak. He's one more hit for the stun and he does it. Shin-Mak is the victor of this week's Juicy's Street Fighter 5. He stays alive, and I'll tell you, from losers, he ran that shit back.
Please, good stuff. What man? That was definitely the most exciting grand final.